Aloha! Boy, did my post not age well, did it? Not very well. I say the Blues lead, and I get burned for it. I guess I got to stop doing that. That was not good. Wow, then they did not play well the back half of that second period. Their legs were stuck in quicksand. We'll bring in Jeremy, and then bring in Jeremy. Jeremy, that was not a good ending, was it, buddy?
That was definitely unlike I thought it was going to go, but Kopitar gets his second and Luff gets a doozy, and we got an all-tie game, man.
Okay, Mr. Hockey Player, you got to tell us what's going on. Neal, why are they stuck like that? What happened that now they're not moving their legs? What's going on as a hockey player? What's happening in the legs and the mind and the body?
Well, first thing to think there is the second period, right? So you have longer shift changes. You don't want to get caught off guard. And then if you're getting, that penalty was tough. That really took the turn for the worse. And, you give up power play goal, Kopitar, he's not going to miss that. And then that last goal, that was tough. Also from low to high, you get toward the end of that period, your legs, they get a little tired. You're sucking a little wind there. So, yeah, tough period. I think we can come back and get us in the third.
Yeah, I'm not. I still think that this team's got it, and I think that they. You got to remember they were behind 2-1 in the last game through most of the third period, and still came back and figured out a way to win it, especially late. They've got to, and here's a good. Teresa said they forgot how to skate. Yeah, I think they did. So and I don't skate a lot, and I'm wondering, since you do. What happens there that all of a sudden you're not moving your feet or you're not skating? What do you think is going on and going on? Is there just that long change?
Little factors there. My body and my fellow skaters here. You get sometimes what you call the heavy legs, but these professionals, these guys aren't having that. Maybe a little bit fatigue toward the end of the period. You don't have the same energy levels as you do at the start or even the beginning of the game. But some of those penalties, that's just, I'm not going to call them out or anything, but if you get beat, sometimes you kind of hook a guy or pull him down, you could potentially save a goal, but then you'll be in the box for 2 minutes. So tough break. That's hockey. Yeah, try to kill it off. And
it just goes.
From there.
Yep. Hey, Jeremy, how about catching us up on the out-of-town scores, man?
Out-of-town scores. What the heck happened to my... Okay, hold on a second. My window popped off. All right, so we are in overtime between the Ducks and the Avalanche, 4 apiece. The Flames scored against the Oilers, 4:30 to go in that game, and the rest of the games, Knights and Sharks are 1907 0, and that's zip. And the other game in the West was the Coyotes beat the Wild 5-2.
And that's actually good for the Blues because the Wild were right behind us there. And actually, the Blues are in 4th place when you do it by points percentage, not points. And that's something I've been preaching for a while. You got to look at points percentage this year because all them games in hand, and it's important. There was a quote here. And Chris Sockley really hit something. It says burnout from the high tempo in the first and the second. That might be a point, because this isn't. He gets one of these. Chris, you earned a. Right. That's a really good point. I got to give it to him.
Yep.
It did hit the ref on the third goal when the Blue. Chris Sockley also says it hit the ref on the third goal when the Blues tried to clear it. That happens. See, I have a thought process on this, and the refs, I understand they're part of the play, but I think there's one thing that needs to happen, and it happens enough that it should be a rule that when the puck hits the ref, the next player to get it can't score. Right?
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know all the exact rules, but that'd be something to think about.
Well, you remember during the Dallas game, Game 7 of Dallas, everyone thinks about that going to overtime. That game should have never gone to overtime.
That's
and
right.
The reason it shouldn't have gone to overtime, because by rule, that goal shouldn't have counted. The rule says that you cannot score a goal directly off the referee. Perron passed the puck, it hit the ref skate, went directly to the Dallas player, and he put it in the net. Okay, you say that's not directly off the goal. But then I reference earlier in the season, we had the puck that Bortuzzo shot, hit the goaltender in the midsection, went straight across. Longo tried to play it. And it went in the net. And they said, no, that didn't count because it went directly off the referee. It's the same play. It's the exact same play. Right? Longo played it into the net. The Dallas, I forget who it was that shot it, into the net. Both of them were directly off the referee. Why does one count and not the other?
Depends on who's reading the rules that day, guys. So who knows?
You know, and I get it. I get it. And that's why that's the one thing with the NHL. The rules are so ticky-tacky and, what do you call it? Judgmental, right? That it causes a lot of this. They really need to get what is hooking, what is tripping, what is cross-checking, what is boarding, here's the other good one. What is goaltender interference? And the other thing is, they need referee school. These referees, they need to make them full time. They need to teach them in the off season, run them through things, and get officiating better. Absolutely has to be.
I did an article about 2 referees.
Yeah.
And those 2 should either go back to school or just get out of the NHL altogether because they missed 2 huge calls. Huge.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that tonight and probably release it tomorrow or send it back to you, whichever way we need to do it.
Right.
But that's gonna be coming. Hey, I got a question for you there, Neal.
Yeah,
right?
go ahead. Yeah.
You have put this out to all the Warriors out there? If any of them want to write about hockey or baseball or any sports, have them send me a message, right? The fan report's expanding, right?
Sounds good.
We would love to get that, right? And not only that, if there's somebody like going to Dallas that could, take notes and stuff for me so I could write stories about it or help out, I would love that. I know they're going to try and play some or stream some of the games. I'm not going to be able to watch them all, but I really would love to help that out. So let's get back to the sites here, and can you start looking at the stats there for me, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Chris Shockley says, never mind, hit someone else, didn't even get to the ref. Okay. NFL has a strict definition of catch, and no one knows what a catch is.
That is so true.
I got to give him that. Ryan Cook, yes, high tempo and change momentum, charge switched, the momentum change switched on the Blues tonight. Yeah, they do need to, and they can come back there. Yeah. Hockey is a warrior game sport. Yeah, it's been a great game, man. It's been fun to watch. And I know I got like an angry face up here. Marianne Holmes is angry, and Brad Pat is sad, and Teresa Folk is going, wow, what happened? And everybody else is just putting their fingers up for me. So, hey, you're watching the Blue Note Fan Report on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'm with Ryan. Don't make me do it, Ryan.
Neal Heitzig. No problem.
Heitzig, yeah. Neal, Ryan. Oh, sorry. Neal Heitzig. Oh, my goodness.
You were thinking that Ryan O'Reilly goal.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Sorry, Neal. I just got.
No worries.
Yeah, hey, live TV, we do what you can. Right? With Neal and Jeremy. And Jeremy, let's get us caught up on some of the stats for the second period.
Yes, sir. Shots on goal, the Kings lead 20-19. In that period, they were both at 8 apiece. Face-off percentage is still with the Blues, but it's only 53.3 to 46.7. Power play, of course, the Blues are 1 for 1. The Kings are 1 and 2. 4 penalty minutes for the Blues, 2 for the Kings. 14 hits for the Kings, 13 for the Blues. So the Kings have took that second period and got a little bit more chippy. 11 blocks for the Blues, 2 for the Kings.
That's huge.
nuts.
That's
nuts.
huge.
Yeah.
That's huge because the Blues, it's usually going the other way. The blocks are on the other team. So,
Right.
yeah,
And then we
Spoonfudge
got,
asking where Lance. Lance is going to be on the post-game show with me. That's going to be a fun post-game.
and then we got
Mark Cohen says got flat-footed on that last goal. Have to help Benner out a little bit more there. I kind of agree. Ashley stuck at work. Mike Dante's Inferno says, I'm one who doesn't ever blame the referees. Great teams overcome bad calls. Blue overcame a ton of them in the 2019 playoffs. Great teams are able to overcome. I'm never a guy who complained about the refs. Good point. I mean, I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
You know, it's a solid point. I mean, so let me ask you this. You're playing the game and the refs making ticky-tack calls or calls. How do you handle that?
Don't let it get in your head, right? So, you can only control what you can control. So go out there and play harder, skate fast, or whatever the case may be. You can't let that get inside your head. If that happens, you're done for, right? So you can't really control that. You can just go out there and try to play best as you possibly can in the moment.
I'm wondering how many minutes Vladdy played that period. I mean, they don't show us by period, but I don't think he played many. I didn't hear his name called very much.
From what I was told, or from what I was reading, he's only doing like 35-second shifts. So
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't see him out there much at all, and they've got to stay out of the box this period.
I can give me a
total
second
ice time?
here. Yeah, total ice time for Tarasenko is 9:01.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. He's probably gonna be around 15, 16 minutes.
Yeah.
I could see that. 15, 16 minutes, and that's not bad for a first game back.
Oh, yeah.
Say again?
They'll ease him in, get him back up, game ready, game speed. He can only simulate so much in practice. So, yeah, he'll be back up there in a couple games.
Yeah, I'm really not. I didn't hear his name a lot, but I'm sure he was out there. But he's getting ice time. He's getting shots. How many shots he got? Did you see that, Jeremy?
2 seconds. Sorry.
No problem.
He had no shots.
No shots yet this game?
No shots yet.
Oh, I thought he had one earlier. I guess maybe it didn't count as a shot. It's probably an attempt.
Yeah.
He's had a couple attempts. I know that.
Yep. He had some attempts, but none that actually considered a shot on goal, I guess.
Okay, no problem. Well, let's hope he gets into a couple of shots on goal. Marianne Holmes, let him get his feet wet. He had a few good shots. Well, he had a few good attempts. He didn't have any shots yet. So I'm wondering something with the Blues Warrior hockey. So you guys got 4 teams, and there's 91 of you. So you practice at different times. Do you intermingle between the 4 teams?
Yeah. So sometimes we'll have all teams event. So just last week, we were lucky enough to be skating down at Enterprise Center. So you walk out there and I looked up and it just gave me chills, right? Like this has been our team since we've been kids. So the Blues have been great. So we were out there. We skated B or Bravo team versus Charlie team, and we kind of mix up the defense, kind of challenge everybody, and then Team Alpha and Team Delta were out doing power skating drills together. So it was great. And then usually Alpha and Bravo were practicing with each other, and Charlie and Delta are practicing with each other. So we'll switch it up every other practice. The Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So yeah, we do get to mingle a little bit here and there, but every once in a while we'll have a whole team event. It's
so, and guys advance up and down the thing, right? Like if a guy is in Charlie and's getting better and better, you might move him up to Bravo, right?
Yeah, so that's happened. And we're still early in the process. We haven't been skating, but almost 9 months going on. So yeah, there's going to be some fluctuation, especially when we start getting more teammates and more Warriors on the team. So yeah, it's an up and down ladder, and it's fun. We're having a good time.
Okay, guys, this is what I was talking about before. So Blues fans, Veterans fans of hockey, here's your chance. On my Facebook page, directly on it, is this post by Jason Pulaski. It is a request to donate to Blues Warrior Hockey. I'm hoping that we can get $1,000 from all of you. Give $5, give $1, give $10, give what you can to try and raise $1,000 between now and Friday when they go to Dallas. Let's show them our love and our support and help them raise some money. What do you say to that, Neal?
Oh, that'd just be amazing. The community here in St. Louis and Blues fans in general, I mean, they've been so good to us. So every little bit helps. I know you spoke with Steve and Ryan earlier, and that a lot of this is out of pocket. We do get sponsors, we do get donations, so every little bit helps. I mean, ice time is not cheap. Any hockey fan knows that. So everything helps, and it's definitely for a good cause for our veterans. So I want to say
do you get
thank
some of your ice time donated by Centurion or the Blues at all?
I don't know the exact numbers. From what I've heard, that maybe a portion is donated. So I don't look at the books. I'm not allowed at that.
Okay, well, guys, it's just about that time. Oop, and then I go and hit the wrong button. Well, guys, it's just about that time. We're moving in closer and closer to the third period. Neal, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and we just got a breaking news. I'll have to stop this. Tom Wilson has been suspended 7 games for his penalty, and that's kind of light. I wish it was more. So that's not good. It should have been more. We'll talk about that on the post game. Neal, thank you for joining me on the 2 intermissions. Absolute pleasure. I look forward to talking to more of you guys. Let the guys know at your games tomorrow that when I'm doing this, if any of them want to come on like you did, all they got to do is send me a message, and any of you guys can friend me, and I will absolutely accept it.
Sounds good, guy. I'll definitely pass along. I'll let you know about if anybody wants to do any kind of writing or send you any notes from Dallas. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, sir. You have a great time. So this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan. I'm saying aloha, mahalo. Thank you for watching the Blue Note Fan Report on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And I will see you on the next Blue Note Fan Report, or pardon me, on the post game. And don't forget, check out my Blues Warrior hockey video on the Blue Note Fan Report on YouTube, and my article on the STL Fan Report. Man, so much to talk about, we missed it. So, hey, I'll see you all on the post-game show. Aloha!